press the bell icon on the YouTube app and never miss another update.
Hello children. Subject Social Science. Topic Ancient Civilization. Class 6. Okay. In this class we study about Greek civilization. The contribution of Greek civilization. Okay. The contribution of Greek civilization to the ancient world was very enormous. Okay. They contributed a lot. Because they were so intelligent and contributed almost all the fields. The contributions of Greeks to the ancient world was enormous. Okay. There is a temple of Zeus in Olympia. We see here Olympia. In Olympia, Zeus temple. Zeus temple, very good architecture. Here we see very good architecture is there. It is very wonderful also. Architecture witnessed maximum progress. All the city-states participated in the Olympic Games. Why games are conducted, children? Games are always conducted to have the feeling of oneness. Okay, among the neighboring country are the different countries of the world. Different sports will be there. Hockey, cricket, football, etc. All the countries participated, all the players in athletics also. Okay. They forget all about country and all feel that we are all one in the world. Understood? They forget about these countries and all feel we are all one in the world. Understood? Ancient Greece also, Olympic Games arranged in the city of Olympia. Olympic Games arranged in Olympic Games arranged in Olympia. Ancient Greek also, Olympic Games arranged in the city of Olympia. Different types of games were undertaken. People from all the city-states participated. They were participating in large number. This was the place. Olympus or the ancient Greece, the Olympic Games originated. Once again, this was the place Olympic or Olympus or this was the place Olympus. Understood? The ancient Greece, the Olympic Games originated. All the city-states participated in the Olympic Games which was originated in Olympia. Olympic Games first started in Greek. Olympic Games first started in which? Where? In Greek. Understood? Today also Olympic Games are arranged. Many countries of the world will participate, I think, during Olympic Games. Seeing in TV, telecast Olympic Games are witnessed and see so many types of sports events will be there. Now the contribution to the field of philosophy by Greek is of immense value. Socrates was the very famous Greek philosopher. Who was the very famous Greek philosopher? Socrates. Socrates was the renowned or very famous Greek philosopher. Who was the great philosopher in Greek? Socrates was the great philosopher in Greek. In ancient Greek, philosopher of the ancient Greek, after Socrates, Plato will come. After Socrates, Plato will come. Okay, he was the student of Socrates. See here, Socrates, Plato, he was the student of Socrates. Understood? Socrates was a great philosopher. After Socrates, who came? Plato came, he was student of Socrates. Okay, the student of Socrates. Plato, he was a student of Socrates. They were very famous philosophers. Socrates and Plato, they were very famous philosophers. And then Aristotle was the student of Plato. Next, who came? Aristotle. Aristotle, he was also the student of Plato. Okay. See, first Socrates, then Plato, and then Aristotle. Understood? ಇದಕ್ಕೆ ಗುರು ಶಿಷ್ಯ ಪರಂಪರೆ ಎಂದು ಹೇಳಲಾಗುತ್ತೆ. Once again, Socrates was the, see here, the contribution to the field of philosophy of Greek is of immense value. Socrates was the very famous philosopher of the ancient Greek. Socrates, after Plato will come, he was the student of Socrates. They were very famous philosopher. Understood? After the Plato, Aristotle was the student of Plato. See, the first Socrates, and then Plato, and then Aristotle. They were very famous philosophers. So there was very famous philosophers. The Alexander the Great, the king of Alexander the Great, the king of Macedonia, the person who was very ambitious. The Alexander the Great. The Alexander the Great. The Great. Okay, the king of, he was a king of Macedonia. The person who was very ambitious, wanted to conquer the whole world. Understood? The Alexander the Great. He was the student of Aristotle. See here, first Socrates. Socrates was a very famous philosopher, and then Plato. Plato was a student of the Socrates, and then Aristotle. Aristotle was student of Plato, and then Alexander. First Socrates, next Plato, Aristotle, and next the Alexander the Great. Understood? So he was the student of Aristotle. Alexander, student of the Aristotle. Okay, this is one of the memorable master-disciple traditions in the world. Master-disciple, memorable master-disciple traditions in the world existed in the ancient Greek. Okay, they had gurus. They were listening to their gurus. They were very disciplined. So much of discipline they were learning here. Almost all fields, they were getting thorough knowledge. Plato established an educational institution called as the academy. Plato established educational institution is called academy. Okay. Academy. Who established the academy? Plato established an educational institution called as the academy. Academy means name of the educational institution. Okay. Academy, even today we also use many of the institution will be given the name academy, isn't it? Next, Demosthenes. Demosthenes was a expert orator. He was a orator. Orator means bhashanakara. Demosthenes was expert orator. Even expert in public speech. When he used to speak, thousands of people used to flock around him. Who was the expert orator? Demosthenes was expert orator. Okay. Next we see here Homer. He was a blind poet. Who was he? Homer was a blind poet. Understood? He wrote two epics. First one is the Iliad and Odyssey. Homer, blind poet, he wrote two epics, the Iliad and Odyssey. Odyssey. Okay. Who wrote these epics? Homer. Homer was a blind poet. He wrote two epics, the Iliad and Odyssey. Okay. Next, Herodotus and Thucydides. Thucydides were famous historians. Who are the famous historians in the ancient Greek? Herodotus and Thucydides were famous historians. Okay, Herodotus is called as the father of history because the person who first studied the history in a systematic manner. Understood? Who was the father of history? Herodotus was the father of history. Who are the famous historians? Herodotus and Thucydides were famous historians. Okay. Next, Aeschylus, Sophocles and Euripides were great dramatists. They were great dramatists. They were enacting in drama. They were enacting in dramas. They were not only enacting in dramas but also contributed for the literature. Okay, once again, Aeschylus, Sophocles and Euripides were great dramatists. They were great dramatists. Okay, they were enacting in dramas. They were not only enacting in dramas but also contributed for the literature also. Okay, literature, architecture. Next, they were not only enacting in dramas but also contributed for the literature. Next, we study about architecture. The temple Athena means goddess of wisdom, welfare and handicrafts. She represented. Understood? The temple Athena and the Parthenon which was built by Pericles. Understood? Pericles built the temple Athena and the Parthenon. Okay. The Greek sculptors. Sculptors means what? Shilpi. People who the Greek sculptors means Shilpi. People who was in making the images. Sculptor means what? People who was in the making the images. Okay. They expressed the natural human body and its structures. These sculptors, they expressed the natural human body and its structure also. What do you mean by this, children? These sculptors expressed the natural human body. Next, Myron was the best known sculptor. Myron was the best known sculptor, okay, in ancient Greek. And Polygonas was a famous painter. Polygonas was a famous painter. Okay, once again, Myron was the best sculptor. Polygonas was a famous painter. Understood? They progressed almost all the field. Polygnotus was a famous painter. Understood? Myron was the best sculptor and Polygnotus was a famous painter. Okay. They progressed almost all the fields. Even Painters were the painting also progressed during the ancient Greek civilization. Next, Euclid and Pythagoras. Euclid and Pythagoras. Euclid and Pythagoras. Pythagoras were famous mathematicians. Understood? They were famous mathematicians. Understood? Euclid and Pythagoras were famous mathematicians. Mathematicians in India, Leelavati, Ramanujan, etc. Okay. Pythagoras theory is even today following them. Next, Hippocrates. Hippocrates was father of medicine. Who was the father of medicine? Hippocrates. Hippocrates. He was a father of medicine. He was the first person to study about the medicine in a systematic manner. Who was the father of medicine? Hippocrates was the father of medicine. Now let us learn about marathon war, marathon race or marathon race. Marathon race. Okay. Why marathon race was started in ancient Greek? It was small story I will tell you children. Greeks were victorious in the battle of Marathon war. Understood? Greeks were victorious in the battle of Marathon. A war took place between Greek and Persia. Okay, Greece was victorious in this battle. Greek was victorious about 2500 years ago. A Greek person, his name was Philippides. His name was what? Philippides. Okay, he ran 24 miles. Imagine children, without using vehicle to convey the message of victory. Who ran? Philippides, a Greek person, his name was Philippides. He ran 24 miles to convey the message of victory. Greece has won the battle. Greece has won the battle. He went to each and every places and spread the message of victory. After conveying the message, what happened children? He died. He died at very early age. He ran for 24 miles. 24 miles conveyed the message. That's why he can very popular. In his memory, the Greek people started marathon race. Understood children? In his memory, the Greek people started marathon race. Marathon race also included in Olympic Games. Okay. How democracy was destroyed in the ancient Greece? How democracy was destroyed in the ancient Greece, and also about the great person Alexander. See here children, the Macedonia king Philip destroyed the democratic system in Greece. Who destroyed the democratic system in Greece? The Macedonian king Philip destroyed the democratic system in Greek. One king, one rule, one administration, one government, and all the people were listened to the king. That's why the Macedonian king Philip destroyed the democratic system in Greece. He did not like the democratic system. That's why he destroyed the democratic system in Greece. He was the final in making our person to take the decisions. His After his son Alexander was a great conqueror, he called as the conqueror because at the age of 20 only he set out to conquer the whole world. The Macedonia King Philip destroyed the democratic system in Greece. His son Alexander was a great conqueror. At the age of only 20 he set out to conquer the whole world. He set out to conquer the whole world. He waged war against Egypt, Babylonia, Persia, and set foot on the Indian soil also. He built the city of Alexandria in Egypt. Who built this? Alexander built the city of Alexandria in Egypt. He died on the way back to his country at the age of only 32. Okay, ಚಿಲ್ಡ್ರನ್, ನಾವು ಇವಾಗ ತಿಳ್ಕೊಳ್ತಾ ಇರೋದು ಗ್ರೀಕ್ ನಾಗರಿಕತೆಯ ಕೊಡುಗೆಗಳ ಬಗ್ಗೆ, ಗ್ರೀಕರ ಕೊಡುಗೆಗಳ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ತಿಳ್ಕೊಳ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀವಿ. ಪ್ರಾಚೀನ ಗ್ರೀಕರು ಜಗತ್ತಿಗೆ ನೀಡಿದ ಕೊಡುಗೆ ಅಪಾರವಾದದ್ದು. ಅಂದರೆ ಅಥೆನಾ ಅಥವಾ ಅಥೆನ್ಸ್ ನಗರದ ಅಧಿದೇವತೆ ಒಲಿಂಪಿಯಾದಲ್ಲಿ ಜ್ಯೂಸ್ ಎಂಬ ದೇವರ ದೇವಾಲಯವು ಕೂಡ ಇದೆ. ಒಲಿಂಪಿಯಾದಲ್ಲಿ ಜ್ಯೂಸ್ ಎಂಬ ದೇವಾಲಯವನ್ನು ಕೂಡ ಕಟ್ಟಲಾಗಿದೆ. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ನಡೆಯುತ್ತಿದ್ದ ಪ್ರಾಚೀನ ಒಲಿಂಪಿಕ್ ಕ್ರೀಡೆಗಳಲ್ಲಿ ಗ್ರೀಕ್ನ ಎಲ್ಲ ನಗರ ರಾಜ್ಯಗಳು ಕೂಡ ಪಾಲ್ಗೊಳ್ತಾ ಇದ್ವು. ಇಂದು ಆಧುನಿಕ ಒಲಿಂಪಿಕ್ ಕ್ರೀಡೆಗಳಲ್ಲಿ ಜಗತ್ತಿನ ಬಹುತೇಕ ದೇಶಗಳು ಪಾಲ್ಗೊಳ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾವೆ, ಹೌದಲ್ವಾ? ತತ್ವಶಾಸ್ತ್ರಕ್ಕೆ ಗ್ರೀಕರ ಕೊಡುಗೆ ತತ್ವಶಾಸ್ತ್ರಕ್ಕೆ ಗ್ರೀಕರು ಅಪಾರವಾದ ಕೊಡುಗೆಯನ್ನು ಅವರು ನೀಡಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಗ್ರೀಕಿನ ಶ್ರೇಷ್ಠ ತತ್ವಜ್ಞಾನಿ ಯಾರು? ಸಾಕ್ರೆಟಿಸ್. ಗ್ರೀಕಿನ ಶ್ರೇಷ್ಠ ತತ್ವಜ್ಞಾನಿ ಸಾಕ್ರೆಟಿಸ್. ಅವನ ಶಿಷ್ಯ ಯಾರು? ಪ್ಲೇಟೋನ ಶಿಷ್ಯ ಅರಿಸ್ಟಾಟಲ್. ಮತ್ತೆ ಅವನ ಶಿಷ್ಯ ಅಂದರೆ ಅರಿಸ್ಟಾಟಲ್ನ ಶಿಷ್ಯ ಮ್ಯಾಸಿಡೋನಿಯಾದ ರಾಜನಾದ ಅಲೆಕ್ಸಾಂಡರ್ ಮಹಾಶಯ. ಅಲೆಕ್ಸಾಂಡರ್ ದಿ ಗ್ರೇಟ್, ಅಲೆಕ್ಸಾಂಡರ್ ಮಹಾಶಯ. ಇವರದು ಜಗತ್ತಿನ ತುಂಬ ಶ್ರೇಷ್ಠವಾಗಿರುವಂತಹ ಗುರು ಪರಂಪರೆ ಆಗಿದೆ. ಪ್ಲೇಟೋ ಅಕಾಡೆಮಿ ಎಂಬ ಶೈಕ್ಷಣಿಕ ಸಂಸ್ಥೆಯನ್ನು ಇವನು ಸ್ಥಾಪಿಸಿದ್ದ. ಯಾರು? ಪ್ಲೇಟೋ ಏನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾನೆ? ಅಕಾಡೆಮಿ ಎಂಬ ಶೈಕ್ಷಣಿಕ ಸಂಸ್ಥೆಯನ್ನು ಅವನು ಸ್ಥಾಪನೆ ಮಾಡ್ತಾನೆ. ಡೆಮೋಸ್ತನೀಸ್ ಗ್ರೀಕಿನ ಅತ್ಯುತ್ತಮ ಭಾಷಣಕಾರನಾಗಿದ್ದ. ಯಾರು? ಡೆಮೋಸ್ತನೀಸ್. ಓಕೆ. ಹೋಮರ್ ಎಂಬ ಕಣ್ಣಿಲ್ಲದ ಬ್ಲೈಂಡ್ ಪೊಯೆಟ್, ಕಣ್ಣಿಲ್ಲದ ಕವಿಯು ಇಲಿಯಡ್ ಮತ್ತು ಒಡೆಸ್ಸಿ ಎಂಬ ಮಹಾಕಾವ್ಯಗಳನ್ನು ರಚಿಸಿದ್ದಾನೆ. ಗ್ರೇಟ್ ಎಪಿಕ್ಸ್. ಹಿ ರೋಟ್ 2 ಗ್ರೇಟ್ ಎಪಿಕ್ಸ್. ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಒನ್ ಈಸ್ ದ ಇಲಿಯಡ್ ಅಂಡ್ ಒಡೆಸ್ಸಿ ಎಂಬ 2 ಮಹಾಕಾವ್ಯಗಳನ್ನು ಹೋಮರ್ ಕವಿ ರಚಿಸಿದ್ದಾನೆ. ಇತಿಹಾಸದ ಪಿತಾಮಹ ಯಾರು? ಹೆರೋಡೋಟಸ್ ಮತ್ತು ಥುಸಿಡೈಡ್ಸ್ ಪ್ರಮುಖ ಇತಿಹಾಸಕಾರರು. ಅಂದರೆ ಪ್ರಾಚೀನ ಗ್ರೀಕ್ ನಾಗರಿಕತೆಯ ತುಂಬ ಪ್ರಸಿದ್ಧಿಯನ್ನು ಪಡೆದಿರುವಂತಹ ಪ್ರಮುಖ ಇತಿಹಾಸಕಾರರು ಯಾರು? ಹೆರೋಡೋಟಸ್ ಮತ್ತು ಥುಸಿಡೈಡ್ಸ್. ಓಕೆ. ಇತಿಹಾಸದ ಪಿತಾಮಹ ಯಾರು? ಹೆರೋಡೋಟಸ್. ಇಸ್ಕಲಸ್, ಸುಫೋಕ್ಲಿಸ್ ಮತ್ತು ಯೂರಿಪಿಡಿಸ್ ಪ್ರಮುಖ ನಾಟಕಕಾರರು. ಇವರು ಪ್ರಮುಖ ನಾಟಕಕಾರರಾಗಿದ್ದರು. ಇವರು ಜಗತ್ತಿನ ಸಾಹಿತ್ಯ ಕ್ಷೇತ್ರಕ್ಕೆ ಅಪೂರ್ವ ಕೊಡುಗೆಯನ್ನು ಕೂಡ ಸಲ್ಲಿಸಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್, ಪೆರಿಕ್ಲೀಸ್ ಅನ್ನು ಕಟ್ಟಿಸಿದ ಅಥೆನ್ಸ್ ಪಾರ್ಥೆನಾನ್ ದೇವಾಲಯ. ಅಂದರೆ ಪೆರಿಕ್ಲೀಸ್ ಅಥೆನ್ಸ್ ಮತ್ತು ಪಾರ್ಥೆನಾನ್ ದೇವಾಲಯಗಳನ್ನು ಕಟ್ಟಿಸ್ತಾನೆ. ಈ ದೇವಾಲಯವು ಗ್ರೀಕರ ಸುಂದರ ವಾಸ್ತುಶಿಲ್ಪಕ್ಕೆ ಉದಾಹರಣೆಯಾಗಿದೆ. ಅಂದರೆ ತುಂಬ ಸುಂದರವಾಗಿ ಈ ದೇವಾಲಯಗಳನ್ನು ಕಟ್ಟಲಾಗಿದೆ. ಯಾವುದು? ಅಥೆನ್ಸ್ನ ಪಾರ್ಥೆನಾನ್ ದೇವಾಲಯ. ಪೆರಿಕ್ಲೀಸ್ ಅನ್ನು ಕಟ್ಟಿಸಿರುವಂತಹ ಅಥೆನ್ಸ್ನ ಪಾರ್ಥೆನಾನ್ ದೇವಾಲಯವು ಗ್ರೀಕರ ಸುಂದರ ವಾಸ್ತುಶಿಲ್ಪಕ್ಕೆ ಅದು ತುಂಬ ಉದಾಹರಣೆಯಾಗಿದೆ. ಗ್ರೀಕ್ ಶಿಲ್ಪಿಗಳು ಮಾನವನ ದೇಹನ, ಅಂದರೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಪೆರಿಕ್ಲೀಸ್ ಅಥೆನ್ಸ್ನಲ್ಲಿ ಪಾರ್ಥೆನಾನ್ ಎಂಬ ದೇವಾಲಯವನ್ನು ಅವನು ಕಟ್ಟಿಸ್ತಾನೆ. ಅದು ವಾಸ್ತುಶಿಲ್ಪಕ್ಕೆ ಇದು ತುಂಬ ಸುಂದರವಾಗಿರುವಂತಹ ದೇವಾಲಯ. ಗ್ರೀಕರ ವಾಸ್ತುಶಿಲ್ಪಕ್ಕೆ ಇದು ಒಂದು ಉತ್ತಮ ಉದಾಹರಣೆ ಕೂಡ ಆಗಿದೆ. ಗ್ರೀಕರ ಸುಂದರ ವಾಸ್ತುಶಿಲ್ಪಕ್ಕೆ ಈ ದೇವಾಲಯ ಉತ್ತಮ ಉದಾಹರಣೆಯಾಗಿದೆ. ಗ್ರೀಕ್ ಶಿಲ್ಪಿಗಳು ಮಾನವನ ದೇಹದ ರಚನೆಯನ್ನು ನೈಜವಾಗಿ ಅವರು ಚಿತ್ರಿಸ್ತಾ ಇದ್ರು. ಮೈರಾನ್ ಅಂದಿನ ಪ್ರಮುಖ ಶಿಲ್ಪಿಯಾಗಿದ್ದ. ಅಂದಿನ ಪ್ರಮುಖ ಶಿಲ್ಪಿ ಯಾರು? ಮೈರಾನ್. ಓಕೆ. ಪಾಲಿಗಾಟ್ನಸ್ ಅಂದಿನ ಪ್ರಮುಖ ಚಿತ್ರಕಾರನಾಗಿದ್ದ. ಥೇಲ್ಸ್, ಪೈಥಾಗರಸ್ ಗಣಿತ ಕ್ಷೇತ್ರದ ಇವರು ದಿಗ್ಗಜರಾಗಿದ್ದರು. ವೈದ್ಯಶಾಸ್ತ್ರದ ಪಿತಾಮಹ ಹಿಪಾಕ್ರಟಿಸ್. ವೈದ್ಯಶಾಸ್ತ್ರದ ಪಿತಾಮಹ ಯಾರು? ಹಿಪಾಕ್ರಟಿಸ್ ಕೂಡ ಗ್ರೀಕ್ ದೇಶದವನು ಆಗಿದ್ದ. ಗ್ರೀಕರಿಗೂ ಪರ್ಷಿಯನ್ನರಿಗೂ 2500 ವರ್ಷಗಳ ಹಿಂದೆ ನಡೆದ ಮ್ಯಾರಥಾನ್ ಕದನದಲ್ಲಿ ಗ್ರೀಕರು ಜಯಗಳಿಸ್ತಾರೆ. ಅಂದರೆ ಪರ್ಷಿಯಾದ ರಾಜ ಮತ್ತು ಗ್ರೀಕರ ನಡುವೆ ಯುದ್ಧ ನಡೆಯುತ್ತೆ. ಯಾವ ಯುದ್ಧ ಅದು? ಮ್ಯಾರಥಾನ್ ಯುದ್ಧ ಅಥವಾ ಮ್ಯಾರಥಾನ್ ಕದನ ನಡೆಯುತ್ತೆ. ಈ ಕದನದಲ್ಲಿ ಗ್ರೀಕರಿಗೆ ಜಯ ಸಿಗುತ್ತೆ. ಓಕೆ, ಗ್ರೀಕರು ಜಯವನ್ನ ಗಳಿಸ್ತಾರೆ. ಯುದ್ಧ ಭೂಮಿಯಿಂದ 24 ಮೈಲಿ ದೂರದಲ್ಲಿರುವಂತಹ ಅಥೆನ್ಸ್ಗೆ ಅಂದರೆ ಗ್ರೀಕ್ ರಾಜ್ಯವು ಈ ಯುದ್ಧದಲ್ಲಿ ಜಯಗಳಿಸಿರುವಂತಹ ವಿಷಯವನ್ನ ತಲುಪಿಸೋಸ್ಕರ, ಅಂದರೆ ಯುದ್ಧ ಭೂಮಿಯಿಂದ 24 ಮೈಲು ದೂರದಲ್ಲಿರುವಂತಹ ಅಥೆನ್ಸ್ಗೆ ಈ ಸಂತೋಷದ ಸುದ್ದಿಯನ್ನು ಮುಟ್ಟಿಸಲು ಫಿಲಿಪಿಡಸ್ ಎಂಬ ಸೈನಿಕ ಓಡಿ ಹೋಗ್ತಾನೆ. ಎಷ್ಟು ಮೈಲಿ ದೂರ? 24 ಮೈಲಿ ದೂರ. ಯುದ್ಧ ಭೂಮಿಯಿಂದ ಅಥೆನ್ಸ್ ಎಷ್ಟು ದೂರವಾಗಿರುತ್ತೆ? 24 ಮೈಲಿ ದೂರದಲ್ಲಿರುತ್ತೆ. ಈ ಫಿಲಿಪಿಡಸ್ ಎಂಬ ಸೈನಿಕ ಓಡಿ, ಅಂದರೆ 24 ಮೈಲಿ ಓಡಿ ಈ ವಿಷಯವನ್ನ ಅವನು ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಮುಟ್ಟಿಸ್ತಾನೆ. ಅಂದರೆ ಗ್ರೀಕನ ವಿಜಯದ ಸುದ್ದಿಯನ್ನ ಅವನು ಅಥೆನ್ಸ್ಗೆ ಓಡಿ ಹೋಗಿ ತಿಳಿಸ್ತಾನೆ. ಎಷ್ಟು ದೂರ ಓಡಿ ಹೋಗ್ತಾನೆ ಅವನು? 24 ಮೈಲು ದೂರ ಓಡಿ ಹೋಗ್ತಾನೆ. ಅಂತಿಮವಾಗಿ ಈ ವಿಜಯದ ಸುದ್ದಿಯನ್ನ ಮುಟ್ಟಿಸಿ ಅಲ್ಲೇ ಕುಸಿದು ಬಿದ್ದು ಅವನು ಮರಣವನ್ನ ಹೊಂದುತ್ತಾನೆ. ಅವನ ಸ್ಮರಣಾರ್ಥಕವಾಗಿ ಒಲಿಂಪಿಕ್ ಕ್ರೀಡೆಗಳಲ್ಲಿ ಮ್ಯಾರಥಾನ್ ಓಟವನ್ನು ಸೇರಿಸಲಾಗಿದೆ. ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್, ಗ್ರೀಸಿನ ಪ್ರಜಾಪ್ರಭುತ್ವ ವ್ಯವಸ್ಥೆಯನ್ನು ಗ್ರೀಸ್ನ ಮ್ಯಾಸಿಡೋನಿಯಾದ ದೊರೆ ಯಾರು? ಫಿಲಿಪ್ ನಾಶಪಡಿಸ್ತಾನೆ. ಅಂದರೆ ಅವನಿಗೆ ಪ್ರಜಾಪ್ರಭುತ್ವ ವ್ಯವಸ್ಥೆ ಇಷ್ಟ ಇರೋದಿಲ್ಲ. ಅವನ ಮಗನೇ ಅಲೆಕ್ಸಾಂಡರ್. ಈ ಫಿಲಿಪ್ಪಿನ ಮಗನೇ ಅಲೆಕ್ಸಾಂಡರ್ ಮಹಾನ್ ದಿಗ್ವಿಜಯಿ. ಚಿಕ್ಕ ವಯಸ್ಸಿನಲ್ಲಿಯೇ ಇಡೀ ಜಗತ್ತನ್ನು ಗೆಲ್ಲಲು ದಂಡಯಾತ್ರೆಯನ್ನ ಇವನು ಕೈಗೊಂಡಿದ್ದನು. ಪರಿಣಾಮವಾಗಿ ಈಜಿಪ್ಟ್, ಬ್ಯಾಬಿಲೋನಿಯಾ, ಪರ್ಷಿಯಾಗಳನ್ನು ಅಲೆಕ್ಸಾಂಡರ್ ಗೆದ್ದು ಭಾರತದವರೆಗೂ ಕೂಡ ಅವನು ಬಂದಿದ್ದ. ನಂತರ ತನ್ನ ದೇಶಕ್ಕೆ ಹಿಂತಿರುಗುವ ಮಾರ್ಗದಲ್ಲಿ ಅವನು ಮರಣವನ್ನ ಹೊಂದುತ್ತಾನೆ. ಯಾರು? ಅಲೆಕ್ಸಾಂಡರ್. ಇವನು ಈಜಿಪ್ಟ್ನಲ್ಲಿ ಅಲೆಕ್ಸಾಂಡ್ರಿಯಾ ಎಂಬ ನಗರವನ್ನ ಕಟ್ಟಿಸ್ತಾನೆ. ಥ್ಯಾಂಕ್ ಯು ಚಿಲ್ಡ್ರನ್.